Hey, so that's just a quick one, really. I've been listening to stuff again, me and my podcasts and audiobooks all over the place. And I just wanted to talk about self-sabotage. Now, we all do it. And I guess it's one of those things that I think about for me. Self-sabotage is when I'm putting off a job and I know that it's actually one of those really important key jobs, and I guess it's a form of procrastination, or maybe procrastination is a form of self-sabotage more accurately. And I'm putting off what I need to do, and then when I actually do it wasn't that hard. It's just something is blocking us, and I just wanted to hop on because I noticed something about myself last week. I shared that I was being just a grumpy, miserable person on Friday, and one of the things that got me there was a week of terrible sleep. And the main reason for that week of terrible sleep was that 2 of the kids were poorly. Legit. And, obviously some people are going to be poorly and we need to prioritise rest, blah, 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 blah. But there were also times when I'm going to hold my hands up and admit something really bad. I'm a bit obsessed by the Green Arrow. I know there's so much quality stuff out there, but you know what? I really like it. Anyway, yeah. So I think it was really because I realised I didn't realise it was an unconscious act. That's the thing, which is what I want to talk to you about. That without realising it, I had slipped into kids are sick. I need to stop caring about myself. I just need to look after the kids, look after the boys, make sure they take their medicine on time, look after them, get them to sleep on time, blah, 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 blah. Are they drinking enough? And because it was a tummy bug. And I basically ignored every need that I had for, literally only about 4 days. And then when I had the chance to rest, I self-sabotage myself, because I know that I have to be up at 5:30 every morning, because I know that a small person is going to put his nose on my nose as a way of waking up and go, "Mummy, can we do a marble run?" I know this. I know that I have to feed him within half an hour or he gets really grumpy and wakes everybody else up. And then I know that I get a short time with me and the baby bear, and then Middle Bear's going to be up. And it's a bit of a coin toss whether he's going to be happy or not. And then Big Bear's going to be up. And then they like to do all of their learning. So many of you know that we home educate / world school our kids. And for whatever reason, I don't know which side they get it. Well, it must be from John. They like to do their learning after breakfast. So 7 o'clock in the morning, we are doing reading, writing, times tables, word problems. This is what we're doing. And they really love it. And then at about 9ish, we go outside for a runabout. So I know this is the flow of my day, and yet I fell back into my old habit, which I used to be in regularly when I didn't value myself, but I kind of got kicked by circumstances and I guess my own unconsciousness into self-sabotaging myself. Because I enjoy watching the Green Arrow, but is midnight on a Tuesday the right time for me to be watching it? Well, obviously not. So I kind of realised, okay, I actually really do like watching this, but what I'm going to have to do is just find a time and say, look, can I have an hour to myself? And if I choose to go and watch Green Arrow then, or, flip on Facebook, or, I don't know, stare at a wall, whatever I want to do in my own time, if I choose to do that, then great. But I had to get a bit more self-disciplined with myself and stop self-sabotaging myself. And do you know what happened after that? I went to bed. I actually went to bed last night at 8 o'clock. I think I was asleep before the kid that I was supposed to be helping to go to sleep fell asleep. So I went to sleep at 8 and I got up again at 5:30 this morning. I feel great. And do you know what? This morning was the calmest morning we've had in ages. We even wrote our own comic book. It was awesome. And I guess learn from my mistakes, but also think, like, especially if you're in lockdown right now, be thinking, okay, what do I need? Not necessarily like, what do I want to do now? Like, because the thing is, we tend to like self-medicate ourselves with TV when we're feeling just frustrated and just like we need to veg out. We tend to, I don't know, have a few too many drinks in the evening. We tend to, I can't even think, we go back to things that we used to do, because we always fall back on these habits, because when they're old habits, we do fall back on them in tough times. So just have a think. This is my challenge. Am I self-sabotaging myself in some way? And what do I need to keep me going, to keep me strong? In my case, it was to get myself to bed. And it made everything better. And I missed out on a couple of green arrows, but I think I'll survive. Or is it in your case not doing something, like not watching the news, or watching the news every 2 or 3 days? If the news is what is upsetting you, and you're getting into this sort of like obsessive cycle about it, which I know that I did, is limiting your news going to be useful? Is putting a boundary, self-sabotage can be giving too much of yourself and not just, not looking after yourself. It can be actively doing things that aren't good for you. Like, do you need to say to work, do you know what, I've got 2 kids at home and I'm homeschooling and I'm struggling and I need to stop doing meetings after 2 p.m. This is my plan for how I can show you that I will have the same work output. Or even not, just say, look, I need to work less. I need to go part-time for a short period of time. I actually know somebody who did that, and I have so much respect for that person who just said, look, hi work, I've worked for you for years. I'm a great member of staff, and I'm having a really tough time right now, and I have children to home educate, I have a house to hold together, and I literally can't do it. I need your help. This is my proposal. Then you can do that because you have the power in your life. And do you know what? If you ring them, if you ring work, or if you ask somebody for something and they say no, you did it. You did it anyway. You're actually considerably more, you're way more likely to get something if you actually try and ask. It's just having faith in yourself and that you're worthy of it, because you are. So have a think. Is there anything that you are doing or not doing which basically amounts to self-sabotage? I did. Getting enough sleep, working too hard, not drinking water. I mean, seriously, water is life. I mean, you are mostly water. You are basically water and light. This is how we are. If you're not drinking like 8 glasses of water, you're going to start to feel really, really crappy. Can you swap one of your coffees for water? Can you try a herbal tea instead? These are really, really simple changes. But if you know that having 6 cups of coffee a day is making you jittery and nervous and grumpy and dehydrated, that's self-sabotage. You can change it. And yes, it's hard. I know it's simple, because it's like, oh yeah, you notice this and you change it. It's not that easy. Simple isn't always easy, but you will thank yourself. So that's my challenge. Can you have just a few moments where you think, am I self-sabotaging myself? What do my priorities need to be? Sleep, water, avoiding overwhelm. See if you can take some steps to that today. And let me know. Let me know if this rings true with you, and let me know if you do make any changes, like if you do ring work or if you do start drinking water, and how it goes for you. Okay, have a lovely day. Bye.